Good morning. So we've just left the Gold Coast this morning. We've just now stopped in Toowoomba to get a few supplies, and we're heading down to St George again. So we stayed there on the way up, so we're just going to stay there on the way back. We know it's a nice little caravan park with a pool, so perfect for a nice stop this afternoon. So we're on our way back down to Port Lincoln now, so each day we're doing about 500 to 600 k's. So it should be a nice trip for the rest of the day.
So yeah, we've just made it back to St George in Queensland. We left the Gold Coast this morning. We've done about 600 k's today. So Jess has just quickly ducked into the bottler to get a few cheeky drinks. But yeah, St George is not a bad riverside town. Well, if you ever come up this way, it's definitely worthwhile to have a stop and have a bit of a look around. But right behind me here is the river. So I did see a couple of ski boats go up and down before, so yeah, it's about 35 degrees at the moment, so it's perfect weather for them. So, but yeah, I'll go back and pick Jess up and probably take the kids to the pool when we get to the caravan park. Cheers.
So we've just arrived in St George for the night. We are heading down to the pool. It's a beautiful saltwater pool. It's quite salty and nice and warm. So we're going to spend the afternoon down here.
So we just stopped in at a little town called Burke for a bit of a lunch break. It's not a bad little spot, a bit warm here. I think it's about 40 degrees in the temp. So, but it offers a few good facilities just in the central part of town. I'll just spin you around. So we got a bit of a skate park, got a playground just behind Zalia there, a tennis court, amenities. A little shelter in the middle, and then behind sort of Jess there is a makeshift sort of road system for the little tackers, for the scooters and skateboards and bikes. So has little giveaway signs, roundabouts, speed humps, and yeah, has all the road rules sort of there as well. And in the background you can see the car and caravan. So we've still got about 160 k's to go until we hit our destination of Cobar. So we're going to do the free camp there again, probably alongside the dam. So we might be able to get the kids in for a bit of a swim this arvo, if it's still fairly warm there. So, but yeah, township of Burke, it's not too bad.
Camped up for the night next to this beautiful dam, so we're on the opposite side to we were last time. So yeah, we should see the sun go down across the dam tonight, which will be really nice. We've just arrived at Broken Hill. There is our caravan all set up, and right here is the playground, and the kids are already playing. So it looks like we'll just sit back and relax this afternoon and enjoy the location. We're staying at the Outback View Holiday Park. Here is the beautiful pool, and then all the caravan areas are down here. Good morning. So we are just heading from Broken Hill through to either Peterborough or Port Augusta. So we stayed in Broken Hill for one night, a bit of a last minute stay at the caravan park.
That was the Outback Caravan Park.
Yeah,
So if you're coming from say Cobar area, it's the first one you come to on your right hand side. So
yeah, and it was a really nice little park. We did try to get into another park, but that was a 3-night minimum stay, so definitely pre-book Broken Hill. We found that it was quite hard to get into. There is a big event on this weekend. I think it's like one of their major horse racing events.
yeah, I think it's like St. Pat's or something like that. But
Yeah.
it made booking even just a reservation at the local pub, Broken Hill pub, BHP, quite difficult. We got the last table of 4 for theirs, but can highly recommend. Atmosphere at the BHP was definitely awesome. Food was great, but yeah, again, just make sure you make your reservations, especially on a weekend, because I reckon that place will get quite busy.
Yeah, definitely. And booking your caravan parks in advance, because one of them was a 3-night minimum, which, like us, we often just book last minute just for one night, just to give the kids a bit of a break from free camping, playgrounds, pools and all that sort of thing.
Even if we come across some real bad weather or hot weather, so we come across St. George through our travels this time, it was about 40 odd degrees, so we ended up, instead of free camping it, booking a site and putting the aircon on, so it just makes it a bit more livable and comfortable for the kids. So
yeah, definitely. So today we are doing about 3 to 4 hour drive, depending on how long we want to go for. We're either going to stop at Peterborough in SA, and if we feel like going a bit further, we'll go to Port Augusta. So we'll see how that is.
Probably another interesting fact as well, it caught me off guard, but Broken Hill is obviously in New South Wales, but it actually goes on South Australian time. So that caught me off guard a little bit.
So there's different time zones in each state, and Port Lincoln, like South Australia, has daylight savings as well, so that also changes each time. So Broken Hill goes by SA time. I think because it's so close to the border. They, SA TV stations and all those sort of things as well. So I think they just pretty much go by SA time.
Obviously, being close to the border, you can't cross into SA without having to stop for the quarantine section. So just make sure you haven't got any fruit and veg on you. I guess they can dispose of it if you do have any, but ideally it'd be good to get rid of it before you even get to the border.
Definitely.
Because SA is pretty high strung with no fruit flies in the SA state. So because obviously we've got a fair bit of wineries and fruit sort of areas, but so we've got rid of our fruit and veg, and we'll see how we go at the quarantine station. So we won't be too far away from there, I don't think, but see how we go.
We'll definitely possibly film it and let you know how we go, and if not, we'll see you either in Peterborough or Port Augusta. I thought while we're in the car driving back to Port Augusta, we would answer some of the questions that have come through on our Instagram page. So we've got some here. Have you done any modifications to the van?
No, you just put the diesel heater in, upgrade the battery system, so I've got lithium batteries in mine. Apart from
An extra solar panel.
an extra solar panel, to keep up with the extra batteries for lithium.
Apart from that, not much else. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and an extra water filler. So because we got 2 tanks, yeah, we just added the extra water filler just so it goes in there a bit better.
Can it go off grid?
Yes, it can go off grid. So we've done a couple of stays where we've been up in the Flinders for nearly a week and a half. We run out of water in the dump point for the toilet, probably the first thing, but power wise, yeah, if we've got sun, we've got enough power, so
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the main thing we run out on first is water and the toilet sort of thing, so
yeah, so if we got access to that, then we're fine.
Yeah.
Would we stay with Newlands? Well, I would. I love Newlands. It's been great so far. But if we were to upgrade our van, we probably wouldn't, because they don't do an
complete off-road.
Off-road van.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're looking for in our next van.
Yeah. So the van that we've currently got, they mentioned it was a semi-off-road van. I'm still begging to differ on that one, but I have taken it to the Flinders, have taken it to a few off-road sort of heavy corrugated roads. Just let your tyres down, drive to the conditions, just find that sweet spot where you can just sort of hover across the corrugations. But in saying that, none of the covers have rattled loose, none of the door handles have fallen off. Everything's still structurally sound. Like, structurally, it's fine. Like, but it's just
coped well.
Yeah, I'm probably just thinking a bit more engineering sort of things with the suspension and that sort of stuff. But I think the next van would have to be at least fully off-road. But yeah, that's just my personal choice. I just like a bit more extra clearance. But yeah.
Yeah. Where is our next big trip?
That's a very good question.
That is. So as we know in this video, we're coming back from Queensland, so that was our big trip this year. And we've got some smaller trips planned within South Australia for the rest of this year.
Yep.
Next year, well, we were tossing up between Darwin and Queensland this year. Next year, I'm thinking it's a toss-up between WA and Darwin.
Yeah. I'd like to get to at least Perth for WA, but that's going to be a huge stretch, and subject to what time frame we can get off. So obviously I'll work full time, Jess is a permanent part-time position as well. So subject to what time off we can get, will depend on where we go. I guess.
Yeah.
But,
and WA is such a huge state. And we'd only be able to touch a little bit of it if we did get over there.
Yeah, it's the same as what we've done this trip though. We've only had 2 weeks off between me and Jess, and the kids as well. Like, they've had 2 weeks off of school as well, so we've actually been doing a little bit of homeschooling on the road for them. So we spoke to their teachers before we left and said, "Oh, look, what can we do for the kids while they're away on school on holidays with us?" And they've given us a few packages what we can do to still maintain where they're currently at.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really depends on sort of the time frame we have.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things we want to see in Darwin, we want to get there for the what's it called with the fireworks?
The Cracker Day. I think it's like a
tourist.
There's one day a year where you can let all the fireworks off in Northern Territory. So
yeah,
that'd be good to see.
Yeah, definitely. Why did we start the channel? So, well, one of the reasons why I started the channel is for the kids to look back on. So, as you can see, some of the older videos, Fletcher's still really young, like he's about 3. And he isn't going to remember these long distance holidays we've gone on. So we thought, put them on YouTube. It's a way of saving them, and the kids can look back at them. They love watching themselves. So that's pretty much the reason why we started it. And also to inspire other families, and which we feel like we already have done. Like, we met up with a heap of people in Camp for the Cure, and they watch us and they're inspired by us. So it's great.
And it doesn't have to be a full-time travel
No,
either.
definitely not.
Like, it could be just cheeky weekends away. It could be just, okay, each year you do an annual trip away.
Yeah.
So you book off a month, week, 2 weeks, whatever it is you can get off, and just go for it. Like, it's all about getting out there and enjoying yourselves.
And exploring, Yeah, because Australia is so big and there's so much to explore in your own backyard. So, yeah, we're happy just to inspire people at this stage, and also, like, jump in our comments on our Instagram page and give us a chat. Like, we love chatting to you all. So it's been, a really great platform so far.
Yeah.
They're the main questions we've had recently. We've got tons, so we will get all the questions from Instagram and we'll probably jump back on later today and do some more.
Bit of a change of plans. We were planning to stop at the Port Augusta RV park, but the only spot that was sort of available there, I wouldn't be able to fit the caravan in. Everything was pretty chockers and full house sort of thing. So we had a quick stopover, went to Big W on that, got a few things for the kids and whatever else. So we pushed on to, I think it's Point Lonely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we haven't camped there before, so we thought we'll give it a crack and see what it's all about. If we can't get a camp sort of site here, our next sort of point of call is the Whyalla RV park. So I think the campsite or the RV park in Whyalla is about a $10 a night donation. So.
Yeah, and we've stayed there before, and it's got toilets, and it's quite good.
Yeah, so they've got flushing toilets there, and it's got like a key system for it. So, and then they've got like a I don't know what you call it. It's like a caretaker.
Yeah.
To come around and collect money and tell you what's sort of going on in Whyalla at the time of the day and that. So.
Yeah, so that's our next point of call if we can't get a campsite at Point Lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go. I'm hoping like mad that we can get a campsite here, because it would be good to camp next to the ocean, camp next to the ocean for a fair while. So
and
sort of get a bit itchy with the old salt water. So
try something different. So it should be good.
Yeah.
We'll show you around if we do get a spot and let you see what it is all about.
So we did end up managing to snag a campground. It's still at Point Lowly, but not in the actual campground itself near the boat ramp. So the campgrounds there, they're about $10 a night. I think you can stay up to a maximum of 14 nights there. But yeah, hopefully this audio isn't too bad. It's quite windy down here. But yeah, we managed to snag a spot down here. So we went down along Fitzgerald Bay Road. I wouldn't recommend bringing a completely on-road van down the road. I think you'll sort of bottom out on a fair few of the inclines and declines. We sort of struggled a little bit just with the clearance on the back end of the van, but still managed to get in. So yeah, from what I understand as well, this is a complete free camp, so you don't have to worry about paying any money. We didn't snag a spot right on the water edge, but a short little walk to the beach, that's not too bad. But I'll just spin you around. So we are just at the back there. This is I think one of the last campgrounds, and there's a camper just on the other side of us, and we've got the beach, well, rocky beach right there. So we managed to, I think, drive around the 550k mark today. So we made it from Broken Hill to Point Lowly. So it's not a bad effort, especially with the kids. Yeah, we'll have a few beers, relax, cook a bit of tea. I think we're going to fire up the Weber and a few snags for the kids. So yeah, have a quiet night, and then I think we're booked into the Caravan Park tomorrow. So have one more cheeky little rest stop before we make it home to Port Lincoln and get back into the swing of everything. So yeah, keeping it pretty simple tonight for tea. So just some plain sausages for the kids, lamb chops with some seasoning, got some store bacon, good mate in Queensland, maybe some pork belly bacon that he does every now and then, so I've got a fair bit of that still in the freezer. And he also bought me some pork, jalapeno and cheese hot link sausages. So these are from the Gold Coast. So yeah, just keeping it simple. Cheeky beer with it. Should go alright, I reckon. Zara and I decided to go for a bit of a stroll after tea. She's also got a bit of an icy pole. So yeah, slowly getting up this hill. So bit of a full drive track, to be honest. So all the way down there you can see the van in the background, but it has a pretty good view of the upper Spencer Gulf. You can see the Flinders just in the background here. Bit of a storm cell going on there, but yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely rate this free camp, that's for sure. So I'm not too sure how far that track actually goes, the Fitzgerald Road. Yeah, I'm not too sure how far that goes around, but with a van on, I'm not that keen on seeing how far it does go. Maybe if we're staying here another couple more days, I'll disconnect and go for a bit of a detour and have a bit of a gander. But yeah, in the current situation, yeah, we'll leave the van attached and maybe come back another day and have a look around. What do you reckon, Zara? Yeah?
It's good.
Yeah. If you're in the Point Lowly area and you've got to spare a few minutes and whatever else, this is where they do the cuttlefish swimming with them. So you turn off to Cuttlefish Drive. It's got like a picnic area in there. Obviously take your GoPros or whatever action camera you got, but yeah, it's not a bad little area. Just be mindful, there is a gravel road to it. It is heavily corrugated, so you can take your vans down there, but just be mindful of that one. So we left Point Lowly this morning after a bit of a free camp last night. We did try doing the Port Augusta RV park, but yeah, they were quite full. And again, the only spot that was available was too small for us. So yeah, we pushed on to Whyalla and said to Jess that, well, let's just give Point Lollia a try. So yeah, we ended up trying that, and yeah, that was a really good campground. I did say in one of the previous videos, obviously I wasn't too sure where a dirt track went. That goes all the way to Fitzgerald Bay, so it looks like there's like a bit of a shacky type of township there. But yeah, then on the way out we had a bit of a look at the Cuttlefish area. But yeah, we're in the township of Cow at the moment, on the way back to Port Lincoln. So far we've just done a bit of a tidy up in the van. We've been to the splash park down the foreshore, and yeah, just a few odd jobs, just washing. I think we're going to go out for tea tonight. We've literally run out of food, and yeah, it's just easier just to go out for tea tonight before we get back into the house and go from there, I guess. What do you reckon? Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Did you have fun at the splash park?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the caravan park in town is actually pretty close to the big main boat ramp, which is pretty well right next to the splash park, bouncy pillow, skate park,
Playground.
and playground. Yeah. So, and there's a fair bit of seating there, a fair bit of shelter, a few barbecues there as well, and a toilet facility close by for anyone that needs to go to the toilet. So it's a very well set out area, so highly recommend if you are stopping through Cow to have a bit of a go at that one. Let the kids stretch their legs, and if not, some of the adults might be able to have a bit of fun as well. So, but yeah, we'll show you a bit around of the splash park and go from there. So the children are on the bouncy pillow. Me and Fletch will just keep going around and exploring a little bit. But there's a basketball court right there. That's the skate park just here. Got your toilet amenities just here. And just around here is the splash park. So this was very full today. Wasn't too warm. Well, it wasn't overly warm, but yeah, there's a lot of kids kicking around, and yeah, it's not a bad little spot to be. So all this is obviously free, and obviously the caravan park is just behind us as well. So just press this button here, get everything cranked back up again. But yeah, you've also got a pub down there, and on the other bit of the main street is another pub, commercial. We just had tea there. Very nice meals. Yeah, definitely can't complain. So you've got two water slides. Zali was saying today that this one here is pretty well a whole big tunnel, and it does get quite dark through it. This one here is more open, but that one is faster. So if you ever got a kid that likes a bit of a rush, apparently that one's the go. So a couple of barbecues as well, plenty of seating for the kids and just in general. Another barbecue down there with the playground. So just over the other side there is where the boat ramp and jetty is. So from what I understand, there has been a lot of blue swimmer crabs being caught in Cow at the present moment. So if you're a mad keen fisher, it's definitely an area to be. So, but yeah, again, the boat ramp, you need to pay to use it. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but you do have to pay for it. So don't mind the wind noise, but this is the skate park as well.